Good morning and welcome to this morning yoga flow. I'm going to guide you through a energizing flow today, and we're going to focus on trying to wake up every single limb in our bodies today. So let's get started right away at the front of our mat. Let's come down into a squat. Your feet are wide here, your toes are pointing out. They can even be outside of your mat. They don't have to. I understand if you're feeling stiff this morning. Let's guide our hands in the middle of our chests, trying to push our knees out with our elbows. Take a deep breath in here. And exhale. Let your hands find the mat. Inhaling here and exhaling, coming into forward fold situation. With your feet still wide, your toes are still pointing out. And we're gonna find this flowy movement here where we inhale, coming back into our squat. And exhale, folding forward. It's okay to keep your knees bent here as well. Take it where you need to this morning. Inhaling, squat, and exhaling, forward fold. Inhale, come back into your squat, and exhale, forward fold. Let's do it one more time. Inhaling, squat, and exhaling, forward fold. I want you to stay here now and let your feet come hip distance apart, and let's fold forward here. You can clasp your elbows here, just let yourself hang. Relax every single part of your face and just hang here. You can keep your elbows or your knees bent if you need to. Inhale, look to the front of your space, and exhale, come into plank pose. Stay here for an in-breath and for your out-breath as well. You can take your knees down here. Inhale, exhale, come down through chaturanga. And inhale, cobra. Exhale, coming into a downward facing dog here. Really try to feel into this downward facing dog. You can bend your knees. Walk out your dog if you want to. Really try to wake your body and your legs up here. And remember to breathe deep breaths. Let's take one more cycle of breaths here. Inhaling and exhaling. On your next inhale, lift your right leg up towards the sky. Bend your knee here. And it's okay if your hips aren't level. Try to touch your right foot to your bum. It's not going to touch probably, but that's what we're aiming for here. Let's make some circles here. Circling your knee out and in. Inhale, exhale. One more. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhale, straighten your leg into your three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to your chest. Inhale here and exhale. Step your foot at the front of your mat into a low lunge. Inhale here and exhale, coming to pyramid pose. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, pyramid pose. One more, inhale. Exhale, pyramid pose. Beautiful. Inhale, come into crescent lunge. Arms come up to the sky or the ceiling and guide them to your heart space. One inhale here and exhale. Let your back knee fall down to the mat and untuck your toes. Inhale, arms come up towards the sky, and exhale, open your chest into cactus arms. One more, inhale, arms up towards the sky, and exhale, cactus. Let's do one more, inhale, exhale, cactus. You can stay here for a little bit. Inhale again and exhale, guide your hands next to your front foot. Tuck your back toes and coming back into a downward facing dog. Inhale here and exhale with your mouth open. One more like that. Inhale. Exhale. Let's come forward into a plank pose and ripple all the way into an upward dog with your back toes tucked. Stay here for an in-breath. Exhale, come back into downward facing dog. Let's do two more just like that. Make them as flowy as you can. Ripple forward into a plank. Come through an upward facing dog. And exhale, come back into a downward facing dog. Inhale, ripple forward as if you're a wave. Coming into an upward facing dog and exhale back into downward facing dog. Inhale here and exhale. Inhale, left foot comes up towards the sky and let's make those circles now. Inhaling, knee comes out and in. As you exhale, point it back up. One more like that. Inhale, leg comes up towards the sky, and now on your exhale, bend through your knee. Try to touch your bum with your left foot. Really try to feel this in your right psoas. Feels really good. Inhale. Straighten your leg again and exhale, knee to chest. Inhale here, exhale, step your foot forward. Come into a low lunge. Inhale here and exhale, come into your pyramid pose. Inhale, ripple forward into your low lunge. Exhale, pyramid pose. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, pyramid. One more. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, pyramid pose. On your next inhale, come through a low lunge and guide your arms up towards the sky into your crescent lunge. Inhale here and exhale. Guide your hands to your chest in a prayer pose. On your next inhale, Guide your arms up towards the sky and let your knee fall down to your mat. Untuck your back toes. And let's inhale here with your arms up towards the sky and exhale, cactus your arms, opening your chest. Inhale, arms come forward and up, and exhale, cactus. Inhale, arms come forward and up, and exhale, cactus. Inhale and exhale, cactus. You can stay here for a cycle of breaths, really feeling into that right psoas. Take one deep breath in here, and as you exhale, guide your hands back down into your little lunge. Exhaling and coming back into a downward facing dog. Let your knees fall down to the mat here, and let's come into child's pose. Really try to feel into your hips. You can even cup your hands to get more into your shoulders. Beautiful. Plant your hands to the front of your mat. Tuck your toes and come back into the downward facing dog here. Walk your hands to the back of your mat now, coming into a forward fold at the back of your mat. You can clasp your elbows here, or if you want to, you can hug your calves. Step your feet together here. And as you inhale, come up into a chair pose. Inhale here and exhale. One more inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Come into your forward fold again. Inhale, come up into your mountain pose. Exhale, guide your hands to your chest. Place your hands over your heart here and feel your heart beating in your chest. And try to find some gratitude here for your heart and for your health, for your ability to get your heart rate up. That's a blessing. Inhale, arms come back into the sky. And exhale, fold forward. Guide your hands back into downward facing dog here. Bend your knees and jump or step forward to the front of your mat. Inhale here. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale. Exhale, jump or step back into your chaturanga and go through your vinyasa here. Inhaling, upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Let your knees fall down to the floor. Let's do one cycle of cat and cow here. Inhaling, arching your back. Exhaling, rounding your spine. Inhale, neutral spine. Exhale, lift your knees to hover here. This is going to wake up your core. Let's take one cycle of breaths here, inhaling and exhaling. Inhale and exhale, let your knees fall down. Lift your right leg here. Inhale. On your exhale, try to lift your left arm. Really try to imagine someone pulling you in both directions. If you want to, you can find your right foot here with your left hand, and you can lift yourself up, opening your chest. Inhale here, and if you can, I invite you to come into a wild thing from this position. You let your left hand fall down to the floor, and you let your right foot come next to you, and you come through a wild thing. I hope you got that. Might have felt a bit confusing, but we're going to try it on the other side as well. Come out of wild thing through a fallen star. Let your bum come to the floor here, keeping your legs wide. Inhale here with a straight spine. Exhale, come forward into wide-legged forward fold. Let's take a few cycles of breath here. Really put your attention on your hips. Feel the release in your hips. Inhale. Exhale. Let's take one more inhale here. And on your exhale, let's come back up. Plant your right hand at the front of your mat. Come back into a fallen star. And come through a plank from here in a downward facing dog. Very good. Beautiful. Let's come back into our tabletop position. Inhaling here, and as we exhale, let's lift our knees, let them hover. Inhale. Exhale, just one more, inhale, exhale, let your knees come back into the mat, neutral spine, you can keep your back feet tucked, I encourage you to. Let's lift our left leg straight behind us, and our right hand comes forward. Again, try to imagine someone pulling you from both directions. Someone's holding your hand, pulling you forward, and someone's holding your leg, your foot, pulling you back. This is a really active pose. If you want to and can, I encourage you to find your left foot with your right hand and lift up, opening your chest. This is such a nice chest opener. One more inhale here. Exhale, let your right hand come back to the mat and let your left leg or foot fall behind you, coming through a wild thing. Inhale here, really open up. And exhale. Inhale and exhale. Come through a fallen star. Inhale here and exhale. Let your bum fall to the mat. And this time we're going to do a butterfly pose. So let the palms of your foot kiss. Inhale here, you can hold your feet if you want to. And exhale, fold forward. You're gonna feel this in your hips, maybe even in your lower back. Let's take a few breaths here. Inhale here, and on your exhale, come back up. Let your feet come out straight again. Plant your right hand to the front of your mat. Come back into a fallen star. Inhale here, exhale, come into a plank pose. Stay here for a cycle of breaths. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Come into downward facing dog. Let your knees fall down to the mat. Let's come into a child's pose. A well-deserved child's pose. Keep your knees wide to make this even more yummy on the hips. One more breath here. Inhale and exhale. Come up into a seated position. Let your legs cross in front of you, and let's find this seated position here. As you're here, I invite you to roll your head in some circles. Change direction. Inhale, let your hands come up towards the ceiling. Exhale, guide them to your heart space. As you're sitting here, I want you to think of 3 things that you're feeling grateful for today. It can be anything. It can be your health, the fact that you woke up today. It can be gratitude for someone you love. It can be anything. But just 3 things that you're grateful for that you can take into your day, so that you can walk into this day grateful for being alive. Thank you for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed this energizing, quite spicy practice, and I hope you are ready to walk into your day, and I hope you're energized and awake. Much love!